European champion of this season, Oleg Chen, on bodyweight. And in third place, the lifter representing the People's Republic of Korea, Kim Myung-hook, who's on 152 kilos, so 8 kilos off the pace. And in fourth place, it's Daniel Godelli on 147, and he's 13 kilos behind. So at the moment, barring a fall, as they say, it really does look to be between Russia and China. Certainly for the gold and the silver. But on to the clean and jerk, and this is Jose Mena Moreno, representing Colombia, 165 on the bar.
Well, very sound first attempt, no issues there. Technically efficient.
Yes, he was a bit unfortunate, I have to say, in the first half. He tried 140 twice, but didn't get that, so he's now trying to pull himself up from 14th position. So quite a task ahead of him. Goes into third overall at this moment, and the reason for that is that I would just remind you that although he's got 300 kilos, Robert Joachim from Germany in the B group earlier in the day, 137 in the snatch, 170 in the clean and jerk, leads at the moment from that B group with 307 kilos, just to keep things in perspective. Now, the two cousins, this is the older Sajat Berouzi, whose best performance came last year in the Asian Championships when he was the bronze medalist. Now, he only got 1 out of 3 disappointing stats from the snatch. 140 is what he carries forward. He's in 9th place at the halfway stage, and this is 168, but he's capable of 176.
Staggering to get back underneath it. Had to work hard throughout that lift. Nothing there looked particularly comfortable.
But okay, elegant it was not. But the lift is good, and he's got a total on the board here. Takes him to 308. Puts him into the lead. He eclipses Robert Joachim from Germany in the B group by 1 kilo. And now Bernardine Matam. Well, like Berouzi, who preceded him, I should say, he only made 1 good snatch attempt and trying to move up from 10th place. 168 on the bar. This man really gives the coaches heart palpitations.
It's moving the hands out very wide for the jerk. Not very far for that bar to travel. Much more comfortable in the overhead position. Looks like the clean is going to be where he comes unstuck.
Where it clearly looks to be his preferred lift.
That hit him hard at the bottom. His upper back was rounding. Very fast into the split position.
170. Bar up to 170 kilos now. Vanik Avetsyan for Armenia to come in, and again here's another man who's trying to move up from a lowly position. He did make 2 out of his 3 attempts in the snatch, but 137 was all he collected. So this is for 307, and that would just move up to 4th place in the total. And this is a weight he's, or should be, very comfortable with.
Again, working hard all the way through. It's what you've got to expect, though. These guys are pushing the limits here. 170 first attempt. He's well in the competition. He looks calm, he looks relaxed, he looks like he's enjoying himself as well, which is good to see.
Yeah, he's not, so what shall I say? I don't think he's absolutely finely tuned as he would be if he was, you know, contesting the Olympic Games. But I think he's found a bit of rhythm which is helping him now.
Sometimes athletes can get too wound up, too in the zone, and almost that becomes a hindrance as well. I know when I was performing, I used to enjoy staying relaxed and calm, and that for me was how I performed at my best.
Now here's another man who only made 1 out of 3. Now, is he going to be more comfortable with this particular discipline? Junior Sanchez Rivero, Pan-American champion, just to remind you of this season. And in that competition, he actually clean and jerked 181 kilos. So this is 10 kilos below that particular mark, which is his personal best.
A great extension on the clean. Really got some float on the bar there. Very strong, very good technically on the clean and jerk. And what's interesting as well is Junior Sanchez was one of the latter lifters during the snatch, so he would have had to go back to the warm-up room. Not really any time to sit down and relax. He would have had to crack straight on with his warm-up for the clean and jerk to get ready in time for this.
And with that success, goes into the lead for the moment with 318. He also, of course, leads the clean and jerk, but things will change pretty rapidly now. And the bar at 171 for the Frenchman. Here's a man who might have competed in next year's Commonwealth Games, but no more. Now, if you've followed his progress through the competition, you'll know that he will only start to lift with very few seconds left on the clock. We're at 10. We're at 5.
Oh, nearly lost it then. Shoulders nearly gave up on him. Two out of 2, he's a lot more comfortable right now. Works so hard on that clean.
I mamy kolejne 20 sekund. Wykorzystajmy to jak najlepsi kibice. Bardzo proszę, klaszczemy rytmicznie.
Junior Sanchez. Well, he's going to have to wait a while, I think, because Daniel Godelli wants to come in at 173 to open up. And if you've been with us, as Michaela has explained, first attempts always take precedence in such a situation. But it's changed again, and it's now Jose Mena Moreno for Colombia, who's going to come in at 173. And that's his second attempt, so I would expect Godelli to have put the bar up to 175, which is what he has done.
Sube, sube. Coge derecho, derecho. La pierna. Profundo. Quieto, quieto.
He doesn't like second attempts, does he? You know, 165, that's short of his personal best. That 173 would have been a new personal best.
You're looking at that bar as if to say, come on, what's going on? See there, the coach just getting some tape off ready for him. It's important to make sure the hands don't rip. See, he's just taping his thumbs.
He's not so bright and smiley as he was when we first saw him. And now Matam coming up for what I think is going to be a pretty hard test for him.
And if he can stand with this, he's got a chance, but I think the clean is going to be where he struggles the most.
He's already 3 kilos up on what he did in the European Championships, clean and jerk. And he was a kilo up on the snatch as well, so they're small improvements, but nonetheless they are improvements. So a couple of pluses. He's in a very competitive class. And he's left on 310. And at the end of the day, that's unfortunately 1 kilo short of what he produced in the Europeans.
China, please prepare to 175. Przygotowuje się do 175.
Yeah, and it's 17 kilos short of the total he entered as well. So I think overall he's going to be dejected. Now, Moreno. Can he do now what he couldn't do in the first half of the competition? Pull the third one out of the fire. That's what he needs to do here.
We'll try and salvage something from the competition. 2 out of 6, quite simply, is not good enough on a world platform. Just having a little joke with himself there by the looks of it. It's his way of staying focused, staying calm, relaxed. And he stands fairly strong. Big platform with his shoulders. No, it's coming back.
Oh.
The arms went to lock, and then they bent. He tried to hold it on bent arms. The referees had already seen the mistake.
China, warsztatem pierwsze podejście reprezentanta Chin.
See the drive overhead, back legs a little straight, that's pulled the hips backwards, hence why he had to stagger forwards to try and get back underneath. Well, we're about to see Liang Chen of China coming out.
Chen, yes.
175.
Yeah, to add to the 145 that he had in the first part of the competition.
Remember, he bombed on the clean and jerk in the Asian Games, so this is where he's really going to be tested. Let's hope he can nail the first one. Wow, there's very little wrong with that. Clean could maybe be a bit sharper, but nothing wrong with that. That'll be a relief for him. He's in the competition. He can now relax, go out and try and push the personal boundaries a little bit further. Great jerk position.
Daniel Godelni, Albania, please prepare.
So interestingly now we have Oleg Chen of Russia coming out for his first attempt on 175. Still quite a few lifters yet to start. He's showing his cards fairly early. There's not much wrong with that.
So Oleg Chen doing what he has to do, Michaela.
Next up we're going to see Daniel Godeli of Albania, also opting for 175, first attempt. See the replay here. Great extension on the clean. Keeping his chest high, driving the bar to arm's length.
So Godeli, first attempt, 175 on the bar for him. Brings forward 147 kilos. So this would put him into second place in the total, if it's good.
Is he going to get that? I don't think so. Too soft in the arms, too much movement in the elbows. He's obviously got a very bad elbow lock. Let's see if we can see the replay. Quite clearly, he's going to struggle to get any referees to pass these lifts.
Oleg Chen leading at the moment with 335 kilos overall. From Liang Shenxi with 320.
There's definite movement in his right arm.
Sajjad Barouzi now had 168, as you can see, now 175 on the bar. So this is a 7 kilo increase to take him to 315, which would give him the lead in the clean and jerk and lift him from 5th to 4th overall. Coming down to 10 seconds. That's a little glance there. Knows exactly where he is. 5 seconds.
That's a 7 kilo increase from his first attempt. That was a big ask. It's going to have taken a lot out of him. Not quite driving the bar high enough, having to drop too low, couldn't recover from it.
Obviously, it depends on how you feel on the day, how your warm-up's gone and everything else, but, you know, starting on 168, you know, it's quite a low base to then give yourself 7 kilos. If you'd been 170 as a starter, maybe things would have been a little bit easier. And now, Avetisian for Armenia. Kicked off with a 170. At the moment, he's got a running total of 307. And he's moved up overall from 12th to 7th. This would again move him up from 7th to 4th overall, if successful. Not to be, and that personal best has evaporated. One more attempt though. Still to start, Feridun Gulyev of Azerbaijan, who's posted 180 as his opener. Kim Myon-hyuk, 180 for his opener. And of course, Liao Hui of China on 190. Godeli and his female teammate Begay, neither of them are particularly strong in terms of putting a sequence together. They sort of just scrape by generally. A couple of good lifts.
That's better in the elbows. Oh, I don't know, his left one's going. 2 to 1, he's got it.
No movement from Sankofa in the jury there, but Godelli. At the moment, 3:22. Made 3:25 in winning the Mediterranean Games, so it's not far off that with one more attempt to come. And now Sajjad Barouzi missed at 175. Last attempt, 7 kilos again, this to take him to 3:15. He'll not be particularly pleased, I don't think, because this is, or would be, given that it's successful, some 7-8 kilos below his best of last season.
Shifting onto his left side.
I'm afraid the game is over at 308 kilos. That's absolutely not what he was looking for. He had posted, this is very interesting, he had posted 328 kilos for his entry total. He's ended up on 308. He is exactly 20 kilos down on the edge of disqualification.
Yeah, his starting weights have to add up to within 20 kilos of the weight that he posed, and his just did that. Wasn't able to capitalise any further.
Avatisian now for Armenia. This would take him to 312.
Oh, he drove it high enough, but it was out in front.
First half of the competition, it was about 50-50 between good lifts and failed lifts, just in favour of good lifts, actually.
Clean was fairly good there. Works hard to stand up. Never really committed to getting underneath that.
Jabba Barouzi. So the more successful at the moment of the two cousins, in 5th place at the halfway stage. So this is his opener on 176. He's opening up on his personal best. Brings forward 147 kilos from the first part.
It's not the prettiest of lifts. Just to generate massive leg drive through that bar on the jerk to get it so high. Power jerk is less efficient than a split jerk. He's obviously got reasons, his own reasons why he has to do it that way. Dip drives the bar to arm's length very, very fast underneath, which helps.
Up to 2nd place overall and the lead in the clean and jerk.
Technical controller just being a little bit fussy there, measuring the width of his knee supports. There are certain regulations that you've got to follow. I'm not sure what the knee support width is, but I know the back support is 12 centimetres. I think the wrist supports are 10 centimetres.
So Junior Sanchez Rivero, 2nd attempt now. This is again a 7 kilo increase to take him up to 325.
Well, his first attempt was good.
Lenti rápido, velocidad en el clean. Incómodo. Ahí. Tranquilo, empuja fuerte con la pierna. Atrás. Vamos.
And his second attempt is also following in the same suit. Excellent lifting there.
Yeah, now he's only a couple of kilos short of what he's delivered before. But of course, that lift gives him the lead in the clean and jerk. And up to second place overall. But just a reminder that Guliev and Yao of Azerbaijan and China yet to start. And also interesting to see what Chen does, because at the moment the bars, or the weight he's posted to come in back for his second attempt, is 180. So they might be just biding their time here at the moment. Kim Myong-hyuk is the other man who hasn't started, People's Republic of Korea, who of course is in the bronze medal position at the halfway stage. But he's got quite a bit of catching up to do. So that is the state of play at the moment in the clean and jerk. But those leaders there, unlikely to hold on to those positions. But you can see Chen with 2, Chen Shi for China also 2. And there's 3 there who've yet to start. So, very quick reappearance here. The bar on 179, just a kilo up. So they've made a decision, Michaela. This is the limit on this day.
Empuja fuerte con las piernas atrás. Vamos.
Well, you could say they're right then by the decision they just made. But as you said in an earlier competition, the difference between 178 and 179, basically it's in the head more than in the body.
I don't know what happened there. I think 1 kilo difference, really, to take a 7 kilo jump between his first and second, and then just a 1 kilo jump between second and third. His best is a 181, so
yeah, a bit strange to fathom, but on we go. Kim Myong-hyuk in the bronze medal position now, coming out for 180. Now, let's just consider him and Oleg Chen and Yao Hui. At the moment, Chen's a player because he's gone in and taken 175. So this is going to claw back 5 of the 8 kilo deficit on Chen. If he gets it, of course.
very dynamic on the clean. Super quick on the clean, on the jerk. Well done. Great lifting.
Well, Kim notches up that 180 there. In the Olympic Games, he had 184, so there are some kilos to come. But he is in a situation where he's seriously playing catch-up. Now, this is interesting because Liang Shenxi also coming out on 180. Again, another 5 kilo increase. He's dropped out of the medal positions, but this would put him up into third overall and first in the clean and jerk. So, as you said, this is where he came unstuck in the Asian Championships. But he's got a total, but now can he capitalise? Can he build on this? Can he actually justify his selection for these championships? Because this is what he has to lift now to do just that.
Well, that's solid.
And you know, having messed up in the Asian Championships, this is doing him a world of good now.
Watch the slow-mo replay, David. The clean was superb. Great extension, sits nice and straight. Great leg strength. Watch his hips there, just behind the bar. He's got to be careful not to let those go any further back.
So Oleg Chen sticking to plan, going to 180. And of course this would take him to 340. He's in the lead now. That would enhance his lead. It would also move him up in the clean and jerk to second place, behind Shenshi, who is the lighter of the two at the moment. And
he's superb overhead, but that clean he's got to work so hard for. You've got a sense that if he cleans it, he'll manage the jerk. One to come.
And it'll be an interesting call now from Chen to where he goes to. Guliev, remember, hasn't started either on 185, coached by Zlatan Vanev, who's a wily old fox here. And we've not had any news from the back room. Would it be nice to see the back room, actually, to see Guliev and see what he's up to? Because I have him as a 181 man, so going up to 185 for his opener, just double checking that. Yeah, it's only a 185. That's 5 kilos up on what he originally posted. Godeli. And this is a 7 kilo increase. I wish him well, but I think this may be a kilo or two too far.
Rough looking technique, never sets himself, whips his head back. He's going to put a swing on the bar as soon as it comes off the floor. Looks very tight in the hip flexors as well on the clean, can't really get that full extension. Just makes it really hard for himself.
Yeah, he's slipping down the order. He was fourth at halfway before this lift. He was down in 6th place, and that's where he is at the moment. So, onto the stage in a sprightly manner comes Jabba Barusi. He's got 2 attempts left, and he's going for the 183 here. Now, this is most definitely a new personal best by 7 kilos. Now, this man will have your heart beating a little bit stronger, particularly if you were his coach, the head coach, who's come here, Mr. Bahageri, at the centre of some controversy back home with a group of lifters who have not been selected, including the super heavyweight champion of the world, or also the Olympic champion.
Oh, great shoulder flexibility to save that.
Well, he's up into the lead in the clean and jerk, and he's also into the overall bronze medal position, and he's still got 1 to come.
China, third attempt, the same way. Oleg Chen is prepared.
And this is really building up nicely now. Liang Shenxi coming up now for 183. And this would give him 4 out of 6. And it's a 3 kilo increase to take him to 328. He's really focusing on the clean and jerk. He's still very much an outsider to end up in the medals in the clean and jerk, but he's now decided that this is as far as he can go. As you would expect, a little bit harder. And he's pulled it out of the fire, and from no clean and jerks in the Asian Championship, a 1, 2, 3, 3 good attempts, 175, 180, 183. And now all he does is sits back, waits and watches what happens.
It's a great leg strength there to stand out there clean. See his hips behind the bar again, but compensates with great shoulder flexibility. So Oleg it's important he gets this lift. Although he's got a nice little gap on the snatch, I think he's going to find Kim Myung-hook chasing him now at the moment.
Well, Kim's got 2, and
well, if Chen fails with this, it means that Kim needs another 9 kilos, so 189, which is completely doable.
Well, Kim's got 2, Guliev's got 3, and of course Liao Hui has got 3 as well after this attempt from Chen. This for 344 for the European champion.
And he can't do it, can't stand with it. Wow.
But look at the figures from April in Albania, where he snatched 155, he's gone to 160. From the clean and jerk, which he achieved in Tirana, he's gone to 180, and he's gone from a total of 331 to 340. And Oleg Chen for Russia, well, at 24, still plenty of opportunity for him. Plenty of opportunity for him to improve. Now, Guliev. This is going to be fascinating because we're in the dark here, to be honest, Michaela. We know the stats that he achieved at the Universiade, and that included a 181 clean and jerk, but is he that good? Have he and Vanev made a plan?
Let's see, I think he's too far out of the running after the snatch to contend for the overall medals, but he's definitely got a chance of picking up something shiny in the clean and jerk.
Absolutely.
So quick. So solid overhead.
Yeah, that's gold medal position for the moment in the clean and jerk. And the 185 adds to the 143, and it puts him up into 4th place overall. So Guliev with a running total of 328, 2 more attempts to come. He's 12 kilos down, 12 kilos down on the leader. And now the challenge of Kim Myung-hook. He is 8 kilos down on the leader.
He's got a chance, David. If he can nail this one, he only needs 4 kilos more to take Chen's scalp.
Yes, he's heavier than Chen. Not by much, but it doesn't matter. He is just that little bit heavier.
He's got it. Superb technician, and for somebody that's so tall, he's got so far to move that bar. Really uses his technique to his advantage. Great lifting.
2nd place overall, 2nd place in the clean and jerk. That's because Firidun is the lightest in the class at 68.29, so he's got that advantage in the race for the clean and jerk gold. Well, there's quite a buzz, as you can see, round outside, because this is the arrival of Yao Hui with the bar going to 186 kilos. Now, he did 187 in the national games. He tried, but failed 198 twice.
Well, he's had his starting weight down as a 190. He's brought it down by 4 kilos to 186. So let's hope he's still able to execute. He looks out of breath, though. It's a sign he's just done a lift in the warm-up room. Hopefully he's had enough time to recover. Strong clean.
Oh, wasn't it just?
Careful, needs to stand still. That's a relief, I think.
Yeah, I'd like to see the overhead. I wasn't quite sure whether the feet were truly in line, but he's got the 186 now, so he's in the lead, and the clean and jerk, he's in the lead overall now. So Chen drops down. It's 346 now for Yao Hui in first place. But still there, a thorn in all their sides for the clean and jerk is Jabba Barusi. This would be something, wouldn't it? 186. Now, 186 with his body weight will move him up into the clean and jerk medals. He'd actually go into the silver medal position. The total surely beyond him. He's actually sitting in fourth place at the moment. And that's where he's going to stay, even if he lifts this. But the clean and jerk is his main interest at the moment. Last attempt.
He's going to go low enough on this power jerk. Well, he tried to.
So he finishes on 330. And the consolation prize there is that he's 7 kilos to the good in terms of anything he's produced on a competition stage before at one of the major championships. He won the Asian Championships with 323. He's ended at the moment in fourth place with 330.
190.
So here we go, 190.
China, second attempt.
So 4 kilos. And it's actually Kim who's out here now. On 190, which would be a 5 kilo increase, which would take him to 341, the 1 kilo more than he needs because of his heavier body weight than Chen to actually get into the silver medal position.
He only needs a 189. He's 8 kilos down from Chen after the snatch and body weight. That means he needs 9 kilos more. Chen did a 180, so by my calculations, he only needs 189. He's opted for 190.
Well, he's 3 kilos behind Chen now, right? That would, if he got 3 kilos, he'd pull him up to 340. So he needs 4 kilos, surely, because he's the heavier of the two. I actually think they've got it right. So this to go into the silver medal position and, of course, the lead in the clean and jerk. Can he stand up?
Trust the technique.
No. So, at the moment, he stays in bronze. So 337 is what he stays on there. Now, just having a look at this, of course, we've got Guliev, whose main concentration is on the clean and jerk. So Guliev now is going to take 6 kilos more. Now, 6 kilos more will take him to 334, and then he'd still have one more attempt, so he could still go after the... Not only could he take the lead in the clean and jerk, but he could actually go after Kim, who would then be only 3 kilos away. And remember, Guliev's got that light body weight. So 194 on the bar. And in fact, just looking at this is actually 9 kilos.
This will do it.
This will do it, yeah, 9 kilos up.
This will take the medal away from
on body weight.
Hook.
On lighter body weight, it will give him 337. So this is for the silver medal overall.
Bronze medal overall.
I beg your pardon?
On his toes.
He's got one more go at it.
No niestety podejście zaliczone. O rekordy tutaj jest trudno. To już 6. próba.
Well, he's got one left and Liao Hui has got 2. Now, at the moment, sitting on 346, he's unassailable, really, the Chinese lifter, Liao Hui, the Beijing Olympic champion. So it begins to cross the mind now, Michaela, whether, no matter what Firidun Guliev does, is Liao Hui going to have a crack at the world record?
He's opted for a 195, that's just 2 kilos shy. He needs obviously a 198 to have a go. Got 2 attempts, so I'd probably come out for a 195. It's a big increase, 9 kilos up from his first attempt.
Well, there you have it. There's clean and jerk standings. So it's going to be Guliev to come out. He's following himself, and I imagine that there might be some concern in his head here about the ability to do this.
I believe this is a new junior world record clean and jerk attempt.
Yes, because Guliev is 19 years of age.
The record stands at 190. This is 194.
But remember, he's chasing hard here to get into the overall bronze as well.
And he's cleaned it. Has he got the legs now? And he's got it. Can he recover?
No, yes. Needs to stand.
No.
I'll tell you what, I think the referees were really ungenerous there.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
He's got it by 2 to 1.
Is he conscious though? Somebody get his legs in the air?
Yeah.
That's how much that's taken out of him. Undo the belt, get the legs in the air. Let's try and get some oxygen back to the brain. He's okay. He'll be okay. He's just passed out. Somebody want to tell him he's actually just got the world junior record on the clean and jerk?
Yeah, but he's also moved up to overall bronze and taken the lead in the clean and jerk.
Goodness me, that's what you call giving it your all.
And there's Zlatan Vanev, and they had a plan, and they've actually executed it. But look what it's taken out of him.
That is just incredible. It's that clean that does it. All the weight on the windpipe, holding it there for so long. All that time he's holding his breath. Can't get the oxygen into the brain. Can't hold it anymore. And he's gone.
Well, he's gone to 337. Now this is all about Liao Hui, and the bar staying on 195. Now this would be a 9 kilo increase for him. I'm just doing the maths here on a 9 kilo. This would be equal to... No, it wouldn't be equal to Boevsky's record. It's first in the total, obviously first in the clean and jerk. This is to take all 3 gold medals.
Well, he needed that. And what we didn't say just a minute ago was that world record that we've just seen. That was Liao's world record. So he's coming out now, wants this. He's got one attempt left. He's just lost his junior world record. Is he going to have a go at the senior world record?
Worth a shot, I think. Now, of course, the record, that record was set by Zhang Guozheng of China back in 2003, so 10 years ago. And of course the record is 197, which means he has to do 198, and 198 has been posted. So 198. Well, nobody's managed a senior world record. We've had our first junior world record.
2 new world senior records in clean and jerk and in total.
He's recovered now, isn't he?
I think someone's told him now he's woken up. Coach is just saying, come on, get your legs moving. Need to fire now.
Well, the Chinese lifter's got plenty of time on his side, more than a minute.
Coaches look nervous.
Oleg Chen pretty happy there in the silver medal position, and many steps forward. So that's the way it is in the clean and jerk standings. In the overall, it's Liao with the gold, Chen with the silver, Guliev with the bronze, Kim Myon-hyuk, the People's Republic of Korea, missing out. But this is the moment. The Beijing Olympic champion of 2008, the world champion in Goyang in 2009. And this, after a 2-year absence, as a result of being a bad boy, would bring him absolutely back to the top. He is the National Games champion. He tried this weight twice in the Nationals. He didn't get it either time. The senior clean and jerk world record of 69 kilos. So he's got the clean. Impressive. Yes, he's got it.
Well, he didn't like being without a world record. Having just seen his junior world record broken just 2 minutes ago, he came out and he's just nailed the world senior record. Absolutely superb. World champion, men's 69 kilo category. That's the way to do it.
Well, the Chinese have had a few hiccups here over the first few days, but this is a brighter finish and it'll put a smile on all their faces. And that was an absolutely excellent competition. And there are a lot of positives to take out of this competition by a lot of these lifters here in the way things have unfolded. You can see 358, and 358 is also a new total world record, just to put some more icing on the cake. And he's taken that away from Galabin Boevsky, who set that in the World Championships of 1999 before the Sydney Olympic Games. So 2 world records going the way of Liao Hui, who was one of the highlights at the National Games, the Chinese National Games in September. And Dr. Thomas Ayan, the president of the International Weightlifting Federation, in what we believe will be his last term of stewardship of this body, there to congratulate him. And of course, he takes all 3 gold medals in this competition. Guliev, high stakes poker played by him and coach Zlatan Vanev, but they pulled it out of the fire and he takes a silver in the clean and jerk and a bronze overall. And Kim, well, for Kim, things just didn't happen for him. He got a bronze in the first part of the competition. He got a bronze in the end in the clean and jerk, but 4th overall. He missed out on the big medals.
Oh, gutted, you know, 5 out of 6 lifts, superbly good today, and to come away with 2 bronze medals but nothing in the oval, that is just gutting.
That's been something of the story of the People's Republic of Korea. They've started so many competitions brightly, but many of their lifters haven't been able to finish it off.
Well, they definitely did today.
There it is, confirmation, a new clean and jerk world record, 198, a new total world record, 358. Oleg Chen, new personal best for him. Firidun Guliev there, 194, a new junior world record, and the bronze medal overall. And taking that bronze medal away from Kim, and taking it by virtue of his lighter body weight.
Mamy już 3 rekordy świata, 3-krotnie Wrocław będzie figurował przez jakiś czas.